Hey everyone, and a very warm welcome back to the Best English podcast. I'm Sophia, your host, and I'm just so thrilled to have you joining me today. Whether you're a longtime listener or this is your very first time, thank you for being here. You're actively doing something great for your English journey, and that's amazing. In our last episode, episode 13, we had a fantastic time diving into over 100 daily English phrases to help you speak more fluently and confidently. We talked about what to say in so many everyday situations, from shopping to making small talk. We learned so many incredible expressions that can instantly make your English sound more natural. But here's the crucial next step. The thing that really brings those phrases to life. Knowing what to say is one vital piece of the puzzle, but actually using it consistently is the other, equally important piece. You can learn all the phrases in the world, but without consistent practice, they might just stay in your notes. And that's exactly what we're talking about today, the power of consistency. This isn't just a topic for learning English. It's really about anything you want to achieve in life, truly anything. Whether you're aiming for fluent English conversations, starting a new and exciting job, striving to get healthier and stronger, or simply wanting to feel more confident in who you are, consistency is undeniably your most potent secret weapon. It's the quiet force that leads to monumental change. You might be wondering, what exactly is consistency, Sophia? Don't you worry. We're going to break it all down for you today, making it super clear and actionable. In this comprehensive episode, we're going to explore what consistency truly means in your daily life. Why it's so incredibly powerful, how it profoundly helps you grow, and give you super practical ways you can weave consistency into your daily habits. We'll even tackle that common hurdle, why so many amazing people stop before they see the big results, and crucially, how you can keep going, even when that initial burst of motivation just isn't there. I'll share simple, relatable examples and inspiring real-life stories to help you understand clearly, plus easy-to-use tips you can apply to your English learning journey every single day. Why is this episode so important for you? Because I know, deep down, you want to improve your English. Maybe you've felt stuck in the past, or perhaps it feels like reaching your goals is taking an incredibly long time. I want to tell you something directly, from my heart to yours. If you stay consistent, you will succeed. You absolutely will. What's hard? You don't need to do a huge amount in one single day. Just commit to doing a little every single day. And over time, you will absolutely see a massive, undeniable change. It's like watching a tiny seed grow into a mighty tree. So if you're truly ready to learn, to grow, and to become a better, more capable version of yourself, not just in English, but across all areas of your life, then this episode is definitely, unequivocally for you. Let's begin our empowering journey into the power of consistency. I truly hope you enjoy this episode, and more than that, I hope it gives you that extra push, that deep-seated strength to keep moving forward, one small, consistent step at a time. What exactly is consistency? All right, let's get right into this really fundamental and important word, consistency. What does it truly mean, in the simplest terms possible? Well, consistency means doing something again and again, repeatedly, over time without stopping. It means you don't just try for one exciting day or one promising week and then give up when things get a little tricky. No, it means you keep performing that same positive, growth-oriented action every single day, come rain or shine. This includes moments when you're feeling exhausted, even when you're just not in the mood, and especially when you're not seeing those quick, flashy results that the world often expects. It's not about being perfect in every single attempt. It's purely and simply about showing up, again and again, day in and day out. Let me paint a picture for you with an example. Imagine you really, truly want to get better at speaking English, right? Now, let's say you listen to this podcast one time, absorb some great tips, and then you just stop for 2 whole weeks. Do you honestly think your English will improve much? Maybe just a tiny, tiny bit, if at all. Your brain won't have enough repeated exposure to truly learn and internalize. But now, what if you commit to listening to English or practicing those phrases we discussed in episode 13 for, say, 15 or 20 minutes every single day? This consistent exposure will allow your ears to quickly adapt and get used to the sounds and rhythms of the language. You'll naturally start understanding more words and phrases, and your speaking ability will slowly, but absolutely surely, begin to blossom. You might not notice a huge, dramatic difference in just a day or two, but I promise you, after 1 or 2 months of this steady effort, you will feel a significant, undeniable difference. That's the incredible, quiet power of being consistent. Let's explore another everyday example. Think about hitting the gym or doing some exercises at home. If you manage to do 100 push-ups one day, feeling super strong, and then you do absolutely nothing for the next 3 weeks, your body probably won't change much, will it? That one massive effort won't build lasting strength. But what if you decide to do just 10 push-ups every day for 30 days straight? Your muscles will definitely get stronger, your form will improve, and you'll build real endurance. You didn't do a huge, exhausting amount in one go, but you did a little bit every day. And that consistent, small action is what creates the real sustainable change. Consistency, my friends, is far, far more powerful than doing too much only once. This principle holds true for learning anything new, anything at all. Think about studying for a big test. If you try to cram and learn everything in just one frantic night, it's incredibly stressful, and you'll likely forget a large portion of what you tried to absorb. Your brain just isn't designed for that kind of intense, short-term input. But if you commit to studying just a little bit each day, say 30 minutes, your brain gets more time to truly process, understand, and then firmly remember the information. You're not just learning facts. You're actually building a strong, effective study habit that helps your knowledge and abilities grow exponentially over time. Here's another simple visual picture for you. Imagine an ordinary glass of water. Now, you take a tiny eyedropper and put one single drop of water into that glass every day. On the first day, the glass still looks pretty much empty. On the second day, you still see almost nothing. It might feel insignificant. But if you faithfully keep adding just one drop each day, consistently, guess what? After some time, that glass will eventually be completely full. That's precisely how consistency works its magic. It might feel agonizingly slow at the very beginning, but I promise you, it leads to huge, undeniable results in the end. Why is consistency so important? So, with that clear understanding of what consistency is, why is it so incredibly important in our lives, especially for things like mastering English? Well, it's simple. Because most truly good and valuable things in life take time. We don't become great at something or achieve significant milestones overnight. Success, real progress, profound improvement. All of these wonderful achievements require sustained time and dedicated effort. And the only proven way to truly keep moving forward, step by step, is by taking those small, steady actions every single day. When you're consistent, something amazing happens. You automatically start building a strong habit. You're literally reprogramming and training your mind and your body to keep working towards your goals, even when it feels challenging, even when you face obstacles. You create a beneficial routine that eventually just becomes a natural, effortless part of your daily life. You no longer have to think about whether to do something. You just do it. Another huge reason why consistency is so crucial is that it profoundly helps you stay focused on your long-term vision. Sometimes we get excited and jump into new things, full of initial enthusiasm, but then we stop quickly because we don't see super fast, immediate results, right? We live in a world that thrives on instant gratification. So this impatience is natural. But when we're consistent, we actually learn to cultivate a powerful sense of patience. We learn that those big, noticeable, life-changing transformations genuinely come from many, many small, repeated actions. And that profound realization, that understanding of compound growth, gives us a huge, undeniable boost of confidence. We start to truly believe in ourselves and our capabilities. We can look in the mirror and declare, "Yes, I can do this. I am making progress consistently every single day, and I'm building something lasting." Plus, and this is a benefit often overlooked, consistency actually helps remove stress from your life. Think about it. When you do something every day, it simply becomes easier, more familiar. It becomes a normal, expected part of your day, just like brushing your teeth or grabbing your morning coffee. You don't have to overthink it or make a big decision every time. You just do it. And the more you do it, again and again, the better and more efficient you get. You build incredible momentum, kind of like a massive train that starts slowly, almost imperceptibly, but then picks up speed, becoming faster and stronger as it powerfully moves forward on its track. So, to summarize in super simple terms, consistency means doing the right thing again and again, no matter what. It's about showing up for your goals every single day, even when you really don't feel like it. It's about truly believing in the profound power of those small, seemingly insignificant steps. And most importantly of all, it's about a relentless commitment to not giving up. You don't need to attempt huge, massive, overwhelming things. Just commit to taking small, manageable actions every day. Over time, those small, consistent actions will absolutely, inevitably, bring you monumental success. Why is consistency so powerful? Now that we really understand what consistency is and why it's so important, let's delve deeper into why it is so incredibly powerful. You might not always feel its power immediately, but trust me, Those small actions done every single day can create truly revolutionary changes in your life. At first, these actions might feel way too small or agonizingly slow. You might even feel like nothing significant is happening at all. But if you stay patient and you just keep going, you will truly witness how astonishingly powerful consistency really is. Let's go back to our goal of speaking English fluently, which is a common dream for many of you. Imagine you decide to learn 10 new English words every day. On the first day, you learn 10 words. That's good, but it doesn't instantly transform your fluency, does it? On the second day, you learn 10 more. Still, it feels like a tiny, almost invisible step. But now, let's really think about what happens after just 1 week. You've learned 70 new words. That's already quite a chunk. After 1 month, you know 300 new words. And in 6 months, you will have learned more than 1,800 new English words. That's a truly remarkable number, isn't it? You didn't learn them all in one overwhelming day. You did it slowly, steadily, step by step. This, my friends, is the pure, unadulterated power of consistency. It's the compound effect in action. Here's why many wonderful people don't reach their goals. They want quick results. They do something for a few days or a week, and then they stop. They falsely conclude, this isn't working. But they simply don't give it enough time. True, lasting change takes time. Real growth takes time. Genuine success is not one big, sudden jump. It's actually many, many small, deliberate steps taken consistently in the same clear direction. When you commit to doing just a little bit every day, you are not only getting better at a skill, you are also building profoundly strong habits. These habits become your inner engine, helping you move forward, even on those challenging days when you don't feel particularly strong or motivated. Now, let's address that big, often misunderstood concept, motivation. A lot of people say, I'll study when I feel motivated, or I'll exercise when I feel like it. But here's the honest, unvarnished truth. Motivation comes and goes. It's a fleeting emotion. Some days you'll feel absolutely excited and ready to conquer the world. But on other days, you'll feel tired or bored or just plain uninspired. And that's totally normal. Motivation is like the weather. It changes constantly. Sometimes it's brilliantly sunny, and sometimes it's miserably cloudy. You can't possibly wait for perfect weather to go outside and live your life, can you? In the exact same way, you cannot wait for motivation to just magically appear before you take action towards your goals. This is precisely where consistency steps in and becomes your absolute best friend, your most reliable ally. Consistency stays even when motivation leaves. It's about doing what you know you need to do, even when you really, really don't feel like doing it. It's about honoring and keeping that promise you made to yourself. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't need a huge burst of motivation to do that, do you? You just do it every day because it's a deeply ingrained habit. That's precisely how you want to treat your most important goals, too. Make them an essential part of your day. Make them a non-negotiable habit, and that habit will take you incredibly far, beyond what you can currently imagine. Let me quickly share an inspiring, real-life story. There was a man named Omar, a wonderful listener who really truly wanted to improve his English. He was super busy with work and family life, juggling countless responsibilities. But he made a profound decision. He would listen to English podcasts every morning for just 10 minutes. Only 10 minutes. Many people around him scoffed, "That's not enough. You need hours." But Omar quietly, steadfastly kept going, day after day, week after week, month after month. He listened while making his morning tea, or before going to bed, or even while doing simple chores like cleaning. Sometimes he only understood a few words, perhaps just the gist, but he didn't stop. He didn't stress about understanding every single thing. He just showed up every day. He'd make a little checkmark in his notebook every time he listened, visually building his progress. After just 1 week, he had 7 marks. After 1 month, he had 30. For the very first time in his life, Omar felt like he was truly building something substantial, something that was growing, slowly, almost imperceptibly. Those 5 minutes turned into 10, then 15, then 20. He started writing down new words and phrases he heard. He began watching short English videos with subtitles, gradually reducing the reliance on them. He even started repeating sentences out loud to practice his speaking and pronunciation. After just 3 months, Omar was consistently doing 30 minutes of English practice every day. But to him, it still felt simple, natural, almost effortless, because it had become a deeply ingrained part of his life. One day, his friend, astonished, asked him, "Omar, how did you learn so much English so fast?" Omar smiled and said, "I didn't learn fast. I just didn't stop." That was his profound secret: consistency. He didn't do anything massive or spectacular. He just did something small every single day. And that small, persistent habit utterly transformed his life. A year later, Omar proudly joined an advanced English class in his town. He could understand the teacher's instructions with ease. He could confidently ask questions and participate in discussions. He was still learning, of course. Language learning is a lifelong journey, but now he possessed incredible confidence. He even started helping other students who were struggling, sharing his wisdom. He'd tell them, "If you want to learn, don't worry about being perfect, just be consistent. Show up every day." Today, Omar works at a thriving travel agency. He talks to people from different countries every day. He helps tourists book trips, gives advice, and shares local insights, all fluently in English. His dream came true, not because he was lucky or inherently super smart, but simply because he stayed consistent. He truly believed in those small, incremental steps, and those steps took him incredibly far, beyond his wildest expectations. This inspiring story really underscores something fundamental for all of us. True success does not come from doing one big, heroic thing once. It comes from diligently doing something small, consistently, many, many times. Omar didn't wait for the perfect time or the perfect feeling. He didn't give up when things felt slow or discouraging. He just kept going. And you, my friend, can do the exact same thing. Whether your goal is to learn English, get healthy, build a new skill, or transform any area of your life, just start small, stay consistent, and absolutely believe in yourself. Just like Omar, you will see the results. And one day, you'll look back with immense pride and smile at how far you've come. Amazing benefits of being consistent. Consistency isn't just a good habit. Honestly, it's a life-changing habit. It's the silent engine that powers all meaningful progress. When you are consistent, you're truly giving yourself the greatest chance to improve, to grow, and to succeed in whatever you set your mind to. Let's dive into some of the many wonderful and profound benefits of being consistent, not only for your English learning, but for your overall personal life too. First off, consistency is the absolute best way to improve your skills and make real, measurable progress. Think about any skill you've ever wanted to master: reading, writing, speaking English, especially those phrases from episode 13, cooking a delicious meal, driving a car, or playing a musical instrument like the guitar. Nobody becomes great at these things in just one day, do they? That's just not how human learning works. Improvement happens slowly, incrementally, step by tiny step. When you practice a skill every day, even for a very short time, you get better, period. Your brain forms stronger neural pathways. Your hands become more nimble. Your memory becomes sharper and more reliable. It truly doesn't matter if your daily progress feels minuscule. Over time, all those tiny, seemingly insignificant steps will compound and add up. And one day, you will look back and feel so incredibly proud, almost shocked, at how far you've truly come. Let's take English speaking as a perfect, direct example, especially how it connects to our previous discussion on daily phrases. At first, you might feel a bit shy, hesitant, or unsure when you try to speak English. That's a completely normal feeling. But if you commit to speaking a little bit every day, even if it's just talking to yourself in the mirror, or repeating phrases you heard on a podcast, or practicing those 100+ expressions from episode 13, you will definitely start to feel more confident. Your tongue will move more easily. Your mind will find the right words faster and more smoothly. You'll naturally start worrying less about making mistakes, because you'll understand they're just part of the process. All of this wonderful progress happens because you stayed consistent. And when you start seeing your own palpable progress, that positive feedback loop will make you feel even more motivated to keep going. Another fantastic, often unappreciated benefit of consistency is that it builds discipline. Discipline, in its essence, means doing the right thing, even when it's not easy, even when it's uncomfortable, even when you don't feel like it. When you are consistent, you automatically learn how to manage your time and your energy incredibly well. You teach yourself to stay focused on what truly matters. Maybe some days you genuinely don't feel like studying English. Perhaps you're truly tired after a long day or super busy with other commitments. But if you still take just 5 or 10 minutes to listen to English, or read a short text, or review a few of those daily phrases, you are actively training your mind. You are building an incredibly strong habit that transcends mere learning. And that kind of self-discipline is profoundly useful not only for learning a language, but for literally everything in your life: your professional work, your physical and mental health, your personal relationships, and achieving all your other aspirations and goals. Consistency also gives you something incredibly special, something priceless: unshakable confidence. Every single time you show up and do something again and again, You begin to trust yourself more and more. You start to believe in your own capabilities. You can look at yourself and say, "Yes, I can do this. I am making tangible progress, and I'm building something real." That newfound, deep-seated confidence can literally change your entire attitude, your entire demeanor. You'll walk taller, you'll speak more clearly, you'll truly believe in your innate ability to learn and grow, to overcome challenges. And when you feel confident, you're much, much more likely to try new things, to step outside your comfort zone. You'll bravely speak English in public, apply for new and exciting jobs, or fearlessly start projects you used to be terrified of. All of that magnificent personal growth truly starts with simple, consistent, daily action. Let's quickly look at how consistency helps in your broader personal life too. Think about your health. If you eat healthy food only one time a week, it won't really help your body much, will it? It's just a drop in the ocean. But if you eat a little healthier every single day, more vegetables, more water, less sugar, smaller portions, your body will absolutely thank you for it. You will genuinely feel better, sleep more soundly, and have noticeably more energy throughout your day. The same principle goes for exercise. Walking just 15 minutes every day is far, far better and more impactful than running for one intense hour just once a month. It's the consistent, daily effort that brings the biggest, most sustainable reward. Consistency also makes your relationships stronger, deeper, more resilient. If you talk kindly to your family every day, spend quality time with your children or friends, or simply show genuine love and care each day, your relationships will not just survive, they will truly flourish and grow beautifully. People will feel close to you. They will trust you implicitly. Why? Because they see you showing up consistently again and again. You're not just kind one time or present on rare occasions. You are kind, present, and loving every single day. That sustained effort is profoundly powerful in building deep human connections. And of course, when we talk about learning English, consistency is your ultimate best friend, your non-negotiable partner. Learning a language takes time, sustained effort, and consistent exposure. You have to hear it, read it, speak it, and use it many, many times before it becomes truly easy and automatic. That's why small, daily practice is so incredibly helpful and effective. Maybe you listen to one short podcast every morning, or write 5 sentences in English every night. Perhaps you practice new vocabulary during your lunch break, or commit to speaking English with a friend once a day for 10 minutes. These little, consistent habits will help your English grow, just like a thriving plant that gets consistent, daily water and sunlight. So, as you can clearly see, being consistent brings an abundance of amazing benefits. It dramatically improves your skills. It helps you move forward continuously. It builds invaluable discipline and unshakable confidence. It fundamentally makes your life better, in both small, daily ways and massive, transformative ones. And the absolute best part? You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be present. Show up every day, do something small. Believe wholeheartedly in your daily effort. Because consistency is not just a tool for success. It is truly the master key to unlocking all your success. How to handle challenges and stay consistent. Staying consistent isn't always a walk in the park, is it? Let's be honest about that. Life gets busy, unpredictable, and sometimes just plain overwhelming. Some days you just feel totally exhausted, drained of energy. Other days you feel completely unmotivated, perhaps even apathetic. And that's absolutely 100% normal. Trust me, everyone, even the most successful people, feels that way sometimes. But here's the truly good news. There are simple, proven, and super helpful tips that can make it so much easier to stay on track, to keep that consistent rhythm going. These tips can empower you to build strong, lasting habits, stay focused on your goals, and continue your incredible journey, even when things feel incredibly hard or frustrating. One of the most powerful and helpful things you can do is to start incredibly small. This sounds counterintuitive, but it works. Many people try to do way too much at the very beginning. They boldly declare, "I will study English for 2 hours every single day, no matter what." Or, "I will wake up at 5 a.m. and read 20 pages before work." This initial ambition sounds amazing, right? But it's often super hard to sustain. And after just a few days, they feel burned out, overwhelmed, and they inevitably stop. That's why starting small is a far more effective and sustainable strategy. Instead of aiming for 1 hour of study, start with just 5 minutes. Instead of 20 pages, just commit to reading one. Instead of watching a long, complex video, just listen to a short, engaging one. When something feels genuinely easy, almost trivial, you are much more likely to actually do it, and then do it again tomorrow. And slowly, almost imperceptibly. Over time, you can gradually and naturally grow your habit. You can extend your study time, read more pages, listen to longer podcasts. But that beginning must feel simple, frictionless, almost effortless. Small, consistent steps truly make the entire journey easier, more enjoyable, and ultimately, more successful. Another super helpful tip is to make a clear plan. When you have a clear, well-defined plan, it's so much easier to take action. You eliminate the need to overthink or make a big, draining decision every single day. For example, you can create a simple weekly schedule for your English learning and decide, on Monday, I will listen to a podcast for 15 minutes. On Tuesday, I will write a short paragraph in English about my day. On Wednesday, I will practice speaking for 10 minutes, maybe using some phrases from episode 13. This kind of detailed plan truly helps you stay focused. It gives you clear direction. And when you consistently follow the plan, you feel good about yourself, you feel a sense of accomplishment and pride because you are actively keeping your promise to yourself. It also helps a lot to choose the same time each day for your task. This is often called habit stacking. When you do something at the same time every day, like right after breakfast, or during your commute, or just before bed, your brain actually starts to anticipate it. It becomes a deeply ingrained habit, almost automatic. You don't even have to think about it consciously. You just do it. That's why brushing your teeth or grabbing your morning coffee feels so effortless. Your brain is completely used to it. You can apply this exact same principle to your English learning. Try to link your new English habit to an existing, already strong habit you have. For example, every time I finish my morning coffee, I will learn 5 new English words. Or, every time I'm waiting for the bus, I will listen to a short English news clip. This simple connection, this anchor, can make a huge difference in your consistency. Another absolutely vital tip is to remove distractions. In today's incredibly noisy, attention-grabbing world, there are so many things relentlessly fighting for your attention. Your phone constantly buzzing, social media notifications, the endless stream of TV shows, messages from friends, noise from outside, household chores. It's incredibly easy to say, "Oh, I'll do it later," and then simply forget, or get pulled into something else. That's why creating a quiet, dedicated space and a clear, protected time for your learning is so incredibly important. Try to turn off all notifications on your phone. Put your phone away for a few dedicated minutes, turn off the TV, and find a small, calm, quiet place in your home. Even if it's just 10 minutes, make that time sacred, special, and focused. You'll be genuinely surprised how much you can accomplish and retain when you consciously remove those relentless distractions. And it's a good idea to let your friends or family know that this time is important for you. That way, they can support you instead of unintentionally interrupting you. Sometimes the biggest, most formidable challenge is simply wanting to give up. You may find yourself thinking, "I'm not improving fast enough," or "this is too difficult," or "this just isn't working for me." These thoughts are completely normal. Every single person experiences them. Learning a new skill like English takes time. It takes immense patience, and it takes persistent effort. You will not see dramatic overnight results in just a few days. But if you just keep going, step by steady step, you will absolutely get better. Think of it like planting a tiny seed in the ground. You don't see the plant growing immediately, but if you consistently water it every day, it slowly, reliably grows and thrives. Your learning journey is exactly the same. Keep watering it with your daily practice, and you will inevitably see the magnificent results later on. So, what proactive steps can you take when you face these common challenges? How can you effectively stay on track? So first, constantly remind yourself why you started. What is your ultimate goal? Do you want to speak better English to get a better job, to travel the world confidently, or to pass a crucial test? Write your core reason down, prominently display it, and read it often. When things get hard, your deep-seated reason will be your anchor, helping you stay strong and committed. Second, make your task as easy as humanly possible. You truly don't need to do a lot. Just commit to doing a little every day. 1 new English sentence, 1 new word, 1 short audio clip. Small steps are always better than no steps at all. Small, consistent actions build huge, lasting habits. Third, celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Even if you only studied for 5 minutes, that's still a win. Acknowledge it. Say, "Well done" to yourself. Give yourself a mental high five. Be genuinely proud of your effort. Positive feelings actively help you come back and do it again the next day. Fourth, talk to someone. Don't keep your struggles bottled up inside. Share your feelings, your frustrations, your triumphs with a trusted friend, a teacher, or a supportive partner. You can even join an online English learning group or forum where people share similar experiences and challenges. Knowing that others go through the same things makes you feel stronger, less alone, and more connected. And finally, and this is crucial, don't be afraid to start again. If you miss one day, or even 1 week, it's perfectly okay. Life happens. Just come back. Worse, restart. You are not a failure for missing a day. You are human. Life is busy and full of surprises. What matters most is that you keep trying, that you return to your goal. Remember, every challenge is simply a part of the journey. Feeling bored, tired, or distracted doesn't mean you are weak. It means you are learning, you are growing, you are evolving. Stay kind to yourself, stay patient, and most importantly, keep going. You are far stronger and more capable than you think. How to build consistency in your life. Now, let's synthesize all this wisdom and talk about something very practical: how to actively build consistency in your own life. As we've discussed, consistency means doing something again and again without giving up. It doesn't mean doing it perfectly, flawlessly, every single time. No, it means doing it regularly, predictably, even when life gets incredibly busy or hard. If you truly want to learn English well, or build any other good habit, consistency is the absolute, non-negotiable key. It's not about doing a massive amount of work one time. It's profoundly about doing a little bit, consistently, every single day. When you are consistent, you slowly, deliberately build a powerful, unwavering habit, and that habit eventually becomes an effortless, integral part of your life. The very best way to start building consistency is to start incredibly, ridiculously small. I cannot emphasize this enough. Many people, full of enthusiasm, try to do too much in the beginning. They boldly proclaim, "I will study English for 1 hour every day," or "I will wake up at 5 a.m. and read 20 pages of an English book." This sounds fantastic on paper, but in reality, it's often too hard to sustain over the long run. After just a few days, they feel drained, defeated, and they simply stop. That's why starting small is always, always better. Instead of committing to 1 hour, start with just 5 minutes. Tomorrow, instead of 20 pages, just read one. Instead of watching a long, complex video, just listen to a short one. Iano sorter. When the task feels easy, almost laughably simple, you are far more likely to actually do it. And then, critically, do it again tomorrow. And slowly, naturally, over time, you can gently grow your habit. You can study longer, you can read more, you can engage more deeply. But the foundation, the beginning, must feel simple, achievable, and frictionless. Small, consistent steps truly make the entire journey easier, more sustainable, and ultimately more successful. Another incredibly helpful tip is to make a routine. A routine means doing something at the same time every day, or at least at the same point in your daily schedule. For example, you can decide, "I will listen to English for 5 minutes right after breakfast," or "I will write 1 sentence in English just before I go to sleep." When you consciously connect your new English habit to a regular, already established part of your day, it becomes natural, almost automatic. You don't have to think about it too much. It just becomes a part of your daily rhythm, like brushing your teeth or making your coffee. This makes it easier to remember and significantly harder to forget. The more smoothly your habit fits into your existing daily routine, the stronger and more resilient it becomes. It's also a fantastic idea to track your progress. Churro, you can use a simple notebook, a small journal, or even just a physical calendar prominently displayed. After you finish your English habit for the day, make a small mark, or write one brief sentence like, "I listened to English today," or "I read one short story." When you visually see your progress on paper, it instills a deep sense of pride. It visually demonstrates how far you have already come, even if the daily progress feels small. It is still progress, and seeing it accumulate every day reminds and motivates you to keep going. Some people love making checklists. Others prefer drawing stars or coloring boxes on a calendar. Find the method that genuinely works for you, that brings you satisfaction. The core goal is to visually acknowledge your effort and celebrate it. Speaking of celebration, please don't forget to reward yourself when you are consistent. When you are consistent, you should feel happy and proud of your dedication. Give yourself small, meaningful rewards. Maybe after 7 days of consistent practice, you enjoy your favorite snack, or you take a relaxing walk in nature, or you finally watch that movie you've been wanting to see in English. These small positive rewards actually make your brain feel good. They tell your mind, yes, this is something enjoyable, something I want to do again. You don't need grand or expensive rewards. Even saying well done to yourself with genuine sincerity is a powerful reward. Give yourself a genuine smile, a quiet clap, or even a little celebratory dance. These small positive actions powerfully reinforce and strengthen your habit. Now, here's something truly important for daily habit building. Practice every day. Even if you only do a tiny bit, do it every single day. Daily practice keeps your habit vibrantly alive. It keeps your brain actively engaged with the language. It helps you remember more effectively. When you skip days, it's inherently harder to get back on track. The friction increases. But when you do something every day, it gradually becomes normal, expected, just like brushing your teeth. It simply becomes an integral part of who you are and what you do. Some days will feel incredibly easy. Some days will feel incredibly hard, but every single day is a precious chance to grow. Don't wait for the perfect time or the perfect feeling. Just take action, no matter how small or insignificant it may seem. And here's a powerful final tip, often called the don't break the chain rule. This means once you start your daily habit, try your absolute best to never miss a day. Each day when you successfully complete your habit, you can put a bold X on your calendar. After a few days, you will see a beautiful line of X's, a visual chain of your consistency. Your compelling goal is to keep that chain going, unbroken. The longer the chain grows, the stronger your motivation becomes, and the harder it will be for you to break it. And if you do happen to miss one day, don't be sad, don't beat yourself up. Just start a new chain immediately. Always come back, always restart. The key is resilience, not perfection. So remember these simple yet profound principles for building consistency. It's not about doing a lot, it's about doing a little every single day. Start incredibly small, make a consistent routine, diligently track your progress, generously reward yourself for your efforts, and strive to never break that chain. These simple yet powerful steps will help you build a strong, resilient habit that stays with you for life. If you truly want to improve your English, these tips can genuinely change your life. One dedicated step at a time, one purposeful day at a time. You are actively building a better future for yourself. Keep going. You are doing absolutely great. Results come slowly, but they will come. As we reach the very end of today's deeply insightful episode, I want to leave you with a profound and reassuring reminder. Results don't come quickly. This is a universal truth. Whether you're learning English or diligently working on any significant personal goal, progress can definitely feel slow at times, agonizingly slow. It can feel like you're pushing a boulder uphill. But please, please, do not let that discourage you. The undeniable truth is, results do come slowly, but they will come, inevitably, powerfully, if you just stay consistent. Just like Omar in our inspiring story, you absolutely don't need to do everything perfectly or achieve rapid, flashy success overnight. All you truly need is to keep going, to keep showing up, even when it feels difficult, even when the path seems unclear. Success doesn't happen magically overnight, but with those small, steady, persistent steps each day, you will, without a doubt, look back and be utterly amazed at how far you've genuinely come. It's so easy to feel frustrated when you don't see instant, tangible results, isn't it? We live in a world that conditions us for immediate gratification. But remember this vital truth. Learning is a profound and ongoing process, a journey, and every single little effort you make, every single tiny step, is actively building your future self. Every time you practice English, even for just a few minutes, you are tangibly moving closer to your goal. Think about it this way. When you plant a tiny seed in the ground, you can't actually see the plant growing visibly every day, can you? It happens beneath the surface. But over time, with consistent care and watering, it surely starts to sprout, grow taller, and eventually bloom into something magnificent. Your learning journey is exactly like that. Every time you study, you're planting precious seeds of knowledge and skill. Some days it might feel like absolutely nothing is happening, but just keep going. Trust the process. You will see the growth in time. It's also incredibly important to remind yourself that no one's journey is exactly the same. We are all unique. There may be days when you feel like you're not improving at all, or that others are learning faster and doing much better than you. But the truth is, everyone learns at their own unique pace, with their own unique strengths and challenges. The key is not to compare your progress to anyone else's. That's a trap that leads to discouragement. Instead, focus purely on your own journey. Celebrate your own small wins, and absolutely trust that your consistent hard work will pay off. It doesn't matter how fast or slow you go. What matters, above all, is that you simply don't stop. I know it's easy to get caught up in the pervasive idea of instant results. We live in a world where everything seems to happen instantly and effortlessly. Whether it's ordering food with a tap, shopping online with a click, or even getting answers on the internet in seconds. But learning something new, especially a complex skill like a language, takes genuine time and deep patience. And that's perfectly, beautifully okay. So, if you ever feel like giving up, I truly encourage you to take a deep, grounding breath and remember your profound why. Remember why you started this journey. Think about the powerful reasons you want to learn English. Maybe it's to travel the world with confidence, to meet new and exciting people, to get a better job and build a brighter future. Or simply because you genuinely enjoy the challenge and joy of learning new things. Hold on to that core reason, that inner fire, and let it powerfully motivate you when things inevitably get tough. I want to personally encourage each and every one of you to keep going. Don't stop. Even when it feels incredibly hard, even when you feel frustrated, even when you doubt yourself. Those challenging moments are often precisely when you're actually growing the most, when you're strengthening your resolve. The most important thing is to stay consistent and keep taking small, deliberate steps forward. With every small effort, you are undeniably getting closer to your goal. And one day, you will look back with immense satisfaction and be so incredibly proud of how far you've come, simply by not giving up. So remember this powerful mantra: consistency is absolutely key. Little by little, every single day, you are making progress. It might not always feel like it in the moment, but trust me, you are. Keep showing up for yourself, keep practicing, even when it feels hard, because your future self will absolutely thank you for it. You are capable of so much more than you currently realize. I'll leave you with this timeless motivational quote to carry with you. Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. This profound quote from Robert Collier is a perfect reminder that the seemingly insignificant little things we do every day, consistently, courageously, patiently, lead to truly monumental results. The small, dedicated efforts you make today are precisely what will bring you immense success tomorrow. Thank you so much for listening to today's insightful episode of the Best English Podcast. I truly hope this episode has inspired you, not just to learn English, but to embrace the incredible power of consistency in every area of your life. If you found this episode helpful, engaging, or inspiring, please hit that like button right now, or da. It really helps us reach more amazing learners like you. Was. And don't forget to subscribe to the Best English Podcast, wherever you listen, so you never miss any future episodes packed with practical tips and empowering strategies to boost your English and your life. We release new episodes regularly, and staying consistent with us will naturally help you stay consistent with your learning. Do you know a friend, a family member, or a colleague who's struggling with consistency or learning English? Or perhaps someone who needs a little extra push to keep going? Please share this episode with them. Let's help more people understand this profound principle and unlock their full potential. And I'd absolutely love to hear from you. What small, consistent action will you commit to starting today for your English? Will you practice a few of those phrases from episode 13 daily? Will you listen to 5 minutes of English every morning? Let me know in the comments on YouTube or connect with us on social media. Your commitment inspires me. Remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep showing up. Keep going. Take it one small, manageable step at a time, and trust that every effort you make is actively building the path to your success. Keep believing in yourself. You've absolutely got this. Until next time, take great care of yourselves, keep up the hard work, and I look forward to having you listen again very, very soon. You're doing amazing.